Hello, every Tim.
Hello, every Tim.
It's Stardew Tim. Hello, every Tim. It's Stardew Tim.
The viewers of this series are now from here on out referred to as the Tims. I don't care what your name was before. It's now Tim, legally.
Hi, Tim. This can be a Spice Girls scenario where you do add an adjective to your Tim.
Of course. Because we did that.
That is okay.
So,
Exactly. it would only be fair.
Off the top of the episode, tell us what Tim you are in the comments down below.
Yeah, and
get that interaction.
If you're a Tim, like the episode, and we all know that you're literally all Tims now, so.
I mean, that's just the rules.
Boom.
I'm afraid you have to do
bing,
that.
Bada boom, interaction. Got it good.
Hell yeah.
Do you know how many likes your videos get? Is that a thing that you know?
Okay, so I kind of do, but it's only just because the new YouTube studio keeps it as a line in the video creator manual, so like I can see it as a category. I usually don't pay attention to it whatsoever though.
Yeah.
I pay attention mostly to the ratio. Like if the ratio is like more than 5% dislikes, I'm like, hang on, what happened?
Yeah. I could not tell you. Like all those people who are like, if this video gets 94 likes, then we're gonna do XYZ. I could not tell you. If I were to make up that number, I would embarrass myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many people like a video. 12? Who knows?
Yeah,
who even knows?
It is weird, although the people that do that typically are doing that like they've like started a first episode of a new series and they're saying something along the lines of, hey, if you continue, like if enough people like this, I'll continue the series. And I think that's just, you know, to get their series off on a really good start. Which I think both you and I like our version of that is just saying, hey, if you do like the series, please click like. Matters a lot on the first episode. Thank you, bye.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that like not many Let's Players are in the same kind of style of, all right, here we go. We've got that like button challenge. Hit the like button in 5 seconds and then hit the subscribe. I want to see if you can do it. All right, here we go, kind of thing. But
yeah.
I guess that might be like they might do that and I just don't know of it.
It's true. The thing is, here's the thing that sucks about the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
It works.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It works. I've done some things like it, where I was like, because in my Gungeon series, I just talk about whatever. So, sometimes, and I'm like, okay, and I talk about literally what we're talking about right now, and I said, I'm going to do an experiment. I know this is 5 minutes in. I'm going to tell you right now instead of at the end of the video to like it. Let's see how it goes. It's like a 4 to 5 times multiplier. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. That's why people do it, is because it really, really matters.
It is really, really difficult in the YouTube game to tease apart which things, like, which of the playing the game things you are willing to do and which you are not willing to do.
Yeah. I'm kind of the mind of I'm willing to do, like, I don't know. I can do a decent amount as long as it doesn't change what I'm doing in the video that much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, the packaging of it, I'm fine with, you know, like, as long as it's the actual thing I'm making isn't really changed.
Yeah. I
don't see too much harm in it. Like, if I'm literally doing the exact same thing otherwise. But even then, I don't think I really push it.
I tend to agree broadly. It's just about still performing the same content. Shears on Urtal hay bale? No. Okay, cool. But it does get a bit weird around those specific kind of promotional things. I think there's like a nice balance that could be written of doing that for the first couple episodes of a series and then from then on out going, like, I've given the series a good start and we've got the audience we'll have. Now let's go from here, kind of situation.
Yeah. I definitely think that there's something to be said for, like, long into a series, like, calling it out, especially at the end. just to like end the episode to like legitimately see, hey, are you paying attention? Like, are you, are they here? Are they watching to the end?
Yeah,
Like,
I think
does
most of the
anybody actually
people,
like,
I think most of the people that reach the end of my videos are asleep by that point.
well, it's like people always say that, and I'm like, people joke about that, and people are always like, oh no, I don't want to offend you, but you're a great sleeping aid, and I'm like, please tell me how I can appeal to sleepy people because they have the best watch percentage.
I mean, they don't like any of the videos, but they usually watch the playlist, so yeah, go for it.
It's like, it's 2020. The only thing that matters is watch time. Like more than all the other stuff, watch time is what matters, especially with YouTube Premium. Is that what it is nowadays?
Yeah, it's premium now.
Doing based off of watch percent or watch time and everything. It's just like, how do I appeal to sleepy people? I don't know. Maybe I should, like, I always joked and toyed around with the idea of like a really soft ASMR style series, and now I'm like, is that the play? Because then people will put on the playlist to go to sleep, and then they just generate so much watch time. Is that the play?
That might legitimately be the play. I've been teasing the idea of doing something like that for a decent while after I had a I had throat injury and I couldn't entirely record in my normal cadence. So I had to do a little bit of a kind of like more soft-spoken, kind of down in the lower register kind of thing. And people were like, oh damn, I could get on board with this. Make some content doing this, Rhaps. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then I never did it. Maybe it's time.
And it's one thing I thought about it is just like, I want to do one series that I always like record last, and it's a game that's just more relaxing. Like just like a puzzler, or like a non-rage inducing puzzler, or just like an atmospheric game. Or there was a game that I would like, it was like a simple, I think it was like a Flash style game, and I would put it on at the end of my streams like a long time ago, before like even stats were tracked. Like I had to look up what the name of it. It was called Cat Goes Fishing. And it's just like, you play a cat, and it's the most simple, like, old style Flash game where you fish. And it's just like, there's something zen about that. Or literally doing a series like a just fishing in Stardew, or like one thing that I always thought was cool. I saw Krendor does, or at least did, a series where he was interviewed people while they were fishing together in World of Warcraft. And I loved that concept. I think that's such a good concept. Just finding the most, and that's kind of like what this series is, I guess, or at least that's what it's supposed to be. Don't get mad at me.
It's moving in that direction.
Yeah,
like I think that's more like a more formalized version of what we're doing here, effectively.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like literally what I was thinking in the first like 3 episodes. I don't know. We were literally just fishing the day away at that point, because like we had a lot of fish to catch, and it was basically a podcast, and it was like, this is basically what I had in mind. This is the zen time, and now I'm recording it in my nighttime which is something I don't normally do. So this is actually like almost exactly what I had in mind.
We should switch for a later episode to just doing both of us ASMR, because then you can just go to sleep straight after. It'll just wind you down.
Yeah, sounds great. I would love to go to sleep at 10 p.m.
When is your usual sleep and waking time?
Typically I will go to sleep like at midnight. Like I'm phasing into Off to Never Neverland. Like I'm probably looking at the clock and seeing it turn to midnight as I fall asleep.
Right.
And then I'll wake up somewhere between like 7 and 8. Well, my cat wakes me up at 5 or 6, and then I try to go back to sleep. And sometimes I do.
Best of luck. I do I have a schedule that I think like a dog would fit very well into. You can wake me up in the morning for food. It's totally fine. I mean, it's kind of by design. There are a lot of things about my life that are kind of like not necessarily entirely designed for having a dog in the future, but they leave the door open intentionally.
The doggy door open?
Exactly. Oh god. I mean, look, I would not have an outside dog. Like, I would definitely have a yard for the dog to go into. So I would end up with a doggy door for that reason, but it would be living inside with me.
Yeah. No, I'm the same with my cats. There's a lot of people here who have outdoor cats, and
that just seems really not dangerous.
I just get really worried.
Yeah, because like I know cats get up into some
day.
business.
They do, and like a lot, like I know that it works for a lot of. I mean, we lived in like a fairly dense city type area where it would have been like a very stupid idea, like with how dense it was where we were, and then we moved when they're already like 4 or 5. So I'm like, I don't know. I mean, we're not gonna start like they're not like, hello, congratulations, it's your 5th birthday. Here's the great wide open. Don't get lost. Like now that you have really come to understand and seem to super enjoy this indoor life.
Yeah, it does feel like you'd be in a situation where you're kind of raising them to have that expectation of how life is on the inside, and then taking that away from them. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're effectively a cat jail.
In the clink.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope
life on the inside makes a lot of sense. I just don't know what it's on the outside. Yeah. Oh, it's going too fast all these days for me. That's my bad Shawshank right there. You've never seen Shawshank Redemption?
No, Grace and I have a list of movies to see, and that's like the one that's literally like at the top every single time, but every time we have a movie night, it's like, let's watch something fun.
Yeah, there is
so it
like
just doesn't happen.
There's a lot of heavy media that I want to engage with or re-engage with recently that I'm like, yeah, you know what? I feel like something fun instead, actually. I'm gonna go rewatch Community.
Yeah, I think especially now, right now, it's like, boy, you know what I just haven't gotten enough of in 2020? Things that make me sad.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I could sell all this corn, right?
Yes. I was going to, wait, hang on. Do we have all the gold corn? I think we have all the gold corn.
Uh-oh.
I mean, if it's already sold, we can't do anything about it right now, and we'll probably just harvest corn later. I am also just going to go to bed. I did pick up some hardwood and some wood for the upgrade to the house that I think that you're saving for.
I already upgraded. I did the upgrade.
Oh, sweet. As in, like, she's working on it?
She's going to be working on it tomorrow morning, I think.
Cool. If I look at the TV and the TV doesn't say it's raining tomorrow, then we legitimately can't get a walleye anymore. Like, it needed to have we needed to have a rainy day in fall, and no rain has come in the last, like, 10 days. Not just 10 days, like 10 episodes, like 20 days. It's been wild.
20 episodes? That might have been like 2 years. How long has this series been going on?
Oh, at least that long.
How long when did the first episode come out? Let's play a game. What day? Let's both guess before I look it up.
I'm gonna say February 12th.
February 12th.
No, wait, no, too many episodes in the series for that. Hang on, did we start this last year? There's no way we started this last year, right?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I think we might have.
It's gonna be sunny tomorrow. We can't get the walleye.
Okay, we'll cheat for it.
Yeah.
I mean, and by that I mean we'll just literally sleep off camera.
Yep. Just hibernate until the walleye is available again.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do. What's your guess?
I'm gonna say December 17th last year. So
I'm gonna say October 15th.
Ooh. little bit of an extra time on that. Okay.
Because I am pulling it out of my butt, and I think October 26th.
Very well done.
Because I thought so, because I thought it was before my surgery, because I thought my surgery put a wrench in it.
Mm-hmm. That would make sense.
And I think that's true. Because I seem to remember we had to like put a hold on it.
It's also like had a bunch of different release schedules, like being like released twice weekly. I think it was 3 times weekly at some point as well.
Probably.
And now it's down to the 1 as we round out the last of the first year.
And then there was that short stint where we put it out 5 times a day, but only 1 minute at a time.
Mm-hmm. We were publishing it on TikTok at the time.
Oh, yes. What song would we put in the background?
Justin Bieber's Yummy. I can't believe this is even a contest.
Yummy. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh god.
She's got that yummy.
Yeah, she's got that yummy yum. She's got that yummy something like it. It's real weird. It's like this is a romantic song dedicated to my wife. This is this is a weird one, Justin.
Back to the drawing board, Justin.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Justin and the other 5 people that wrote that song. It's like, oof, my man.
Oh boy. Oh wow.
I think the like desperate push to make it #1 was like just heartbreaking to see.
Yeah. He's fine.
Yeah, no, he'll be okay. Is the thing. Like, he doesn't need a #1. He's got what, 20 something under his belt? It's probably 6.
I don't even have a number 2.
Wow. You constipated, bud? You okay?
I don't have one. I don't have one. Yeah, I'm good.
I don't give a number 2 about his #1. There we go.
I don't give a number 2 about your number 1. Oh,
we have replanted the hay. I think we are a little inconsistent with treating our animals nice, so I think we should probably just have one of us have that as part of our schedule to do that, because they are not.
I pet them all.
Yeah, cool. They're not getting more hearts for recently. I did buy them both heaters for the winter though.
I know this is gonna sound insensitive.
Yes.
According to the bundle.
Yeah.
Does it matter?
It does, because we need large eggs, and we also need large milk, and only when...
You only get that at a certain... Okay.
Yeah. When they like you enough. They're like, okay, I'm gonna stop holding out on all this milk. I've just been keeping a lot of milk in my belly, tummy, nipples, I guess, actually.
Safe. Just back in my milk safe.
Mm-hmm.
What, you don't have a milk safe? Where's Robin? Am I losing my mind? Is she not?
I guess maybe when she's working on the house, she doesn't appear. I'm gonna go check if she's in her store.
Well, it took all the wood, so I sure as hell hope. So we're down 450 wood now, Robin.
Mm-hmm. I got 130 on me. We could cover a new one if we have to. Actually, you've got different levels in survival and stuff than I do. Can you check if you have the ability to make a rain totem? Because if you do, we could make a rain totem today, make it rain tomorrow, and then get the walleye. It's just I don't know what the actual prerequisites are for having the ability to make a rain totem.
Whatever it is, I don't have it.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Well, I mean, there's nothing we could do.
Yeah, it's a shame it worked out that way. Oh well.
Yeah, it's okay. It's one of those things where it's like, you kind of see it coming.
Yeah, anything that can go wrong will go wrong, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's like I feel like we talked about it enough that it was going to happen. Like, oh yeah, gee, we need to get that walleye.
Mm-hmm.
We need a rainy day.
Yeah, we were tempting fate.
We talked about it too much. What's the celebration?
It's 10 p.m. tonight on the beach, I think. Was it?
Oh, is this? Oh, it's the
Is it
the
Midnight
thing on the
Jellies?
docks. I think it's the thing on the docks.
Yeah, I think that's
Like the
Midnight
little
Jellies.
Winter, like it's going. Yeah, I think so.
Weird. It told me the train was passing through, so I came up here to actually look at it. Because usually the train drops things when it passes through. It just dropped nothing. This train had all of its cargo actually strapped down for once.
Wow.
It's
Robin
rude.
didn't do anything. I feel like maybe Robin.
Robin
like,
is here!
we lost all the money and all the wood. So maybe it's going to be done and they didn't want, maybe it's because it's multiplayer and they wanted to make sure that Robin was still there for the other player.
But that wasn't the case when we were building the... that wasn't the case when we were building the coops.
I don't know.
Robin!
Unless,
Did you just legitimately steal from us?
I want to watch back the footage. I think she stole. I think she stole from us. Do I need to take show the business end of my galaxy?
Oh,
sword?
go for it. I think the Galaxy Saw has nothing but business ends.
It's true. My hands are bleeding.
I kind of want to see a game that's like similar to Gungeon but makes everything swords. Although, actually, I think I saw a cartoon that was like that called Magiswords or something like that.
Mighty Magiswords?
It might have been Mighty Magiswords.
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is, but I've heard of it.
I'm just trying to figure out if I should tell. Okay, I'll tell this story. I was channel surfing with a couple of friends because we were all hanging out and then we all dropped acid and then we were just channel surfing for a while and we came across Mighty Magiswords and it was just the most unique concept to all of us. We were just amazed by it, enthralled in the idea of everything being a sword. Just talking for ages about, it'd be cool if this abstract concept was a sword. What about this abstract concept? It's just like a very dear memory to me. Also, I know if I go back and look at Magiswords, it'll look completely different because at the time it was very interesting to look at.
Don't ever do it.
Yeah, I can't.
Don't ever do it.
I can't ruin it.
Is this workbench new? When crafting here, you have access to materials in all adjacent chests. Is that new?
I've never seen it before. That sounds extremely, extremely useful. That sounds like some Minecraft modded kind of like usefulness right there.
Yeah. I'm buying one. When all adjacent chests. Oh, today's festival is being set up. I guess it's in the middle. The normal
Yeah, if you go towards the middle, it will like show you all of the kind of like, it will funnel you to the beach. But it's still being set up at the moment. I don't think there's anything we need to do to prepare for the Midnight Jelly Festival, though.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And honestly, we probably wouldn't anyway, so it's all good.
It's true. Actually, I'm going to... Hang on. I'm going to quickly check if I can make a rain totem at all by having a look at the wiki to see how rain totems are even made. Rain totem. Becomes available at foraging level 9? And it costs truffle oil, 5 pine tar, and a hardwood. Theoretically, we could make that, but I don't think either of us are level 9 in foraging. Yeah, I'm 6.
Heck. Yeah, I don't think so.
Dang.
Okay, this crafting bench slaps, though. Not only is it the adjacent, it looks like it's every single chest that's attached to the chest that's attached to it.
Okay.
Oh, that's convenient.
Rad as hell. We actually now have the ability to see what we can and cannot craft.
What a novel concept.
I did just put down Thursday. What a concept. I did just put down a lot of 15 different trees. So making tappers would be decent as well. Because I've just been thinking about getting a bunch of tappers so that we can get more oak casks and more jiggling jars. That's basically all of our money right now.
What have you been making the jelly out of? I should have just looked right there. What have you been putting in the preserves jars? Because I just got all the jelly.
I've been putting pumpkins in there, and they're in one of the unmarked chests next to it.
Okay. Pumpkin.
Well,
There we go.
sucks that it's not raining tomorrow. But are you almost ready for the nighttime festival of jellies?
Yes.
We also have like really, really bad money to go into a new season. So
That's fine.
if that house doesn't upgrade, we're gonna just like not really like the start of the next season, I feel.
It's okay. I don't think I'll like it anyways. The winter season is the least exciting season.
It is a bit rough. I imagine that we might be going to sleep a little earlier in winter than we otherwise might. How'd you get that book? I mean, you wouldn't know what to do with one, so I made sure that, you know.
What books?
Exactly.
What book?
Fussy's
What even is it?
book?
Oh, it's the Halloween one.
I didn't know there was a
What?
Halloween one.
You didn't?
I think I might have skipped this in my series, like, every time.
Every time? Really? So you don't know about the maze?
Where's the maze? Is the maze up here?
The maze is not finding the maze. The maze is this.
Oh,
Here, you do the maze.
okay.
For the...
Yay! I found the penny.
Nope.
No?
There's more.
Oh. Hang on.
You can
See,
do
I'm
it.
only good at solving mazes that are on the back of a placemat for a Denny's.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's the only mazes I can solve. And I
Yeah,
do
they
have to start at
Denny's.
the exit and then trace back to the entrance as well.
They have Denny's in Australia?
No, not at all. I was
gonna
making
say.
sure that my reference was for all. Question mark, huh?
Denny's. Yeah, Denny's is like the epitome of like for all. Oh. It's
Okay.
Just,
Got him.
you did it.
What's the golden pumpkin do?
Everyone that loves it as a gift. Also, I think it's worth a lot of money.
All right, we're gonna sell it.
Yep.
Did you get a golden pumpkin as well? Like, was it double chest opening?
You bet.
Hell yeah! All right. Now, ladies,
I'm so proud of you for solving the maze.
Thank you.
Did you
It
use
was a
all of
rough
your ba-
one.
Up here with the question mark sign, I
Mhm.
saw it. It almost got you. It almost got you.
I for the first time I was like, inspect the question mark sign because it might be a clue or something like that. And then I was like, well, let's just try moving through the wall.
Yeah, the line in the ground made it just pretty clear. You did it.
Oh,
Up here.
there we go. Gotta make sure that I
Getting out
actually
is the tough
managed to
part.
get out of here.
What show is this?
I'm
Wrong answers only.
gonna say Magiswords.
Yeah, that's what
The
you saw.
mighty Magiswords.
That's what you
We
saw.
we
when you
did
looked at
actually
the TV?
legitimately watch static on the TV for about 10 minutes because it was like really
Oh my
interesting.
goodness. So this is Great British Bake Off. Oh.
I don't want to watch Great British Bake Off for only the reason that I've heard a lot of people, like a lot of the older British people, just cry when they get kicked off, and it's like really sad because they're just
Yeah.
nice, and it's
They
like,
do have to get euthanized if you lose.
no, I didn't even know that rule.
It's, why do you think so many people think it's exciting?
Oh. Well,
You
now I
either
want
bake
to
or
watch
you
it though.
die. That's sick. You're sick.
What? No, so that I can see people survive. It's a completely different thing.
Okay. It's like saying you want to watch this movie Saw. So that you can watch-
I did watch the movie Saw. I've watched all of the
to
Saw
watch
movies.
people survive.
Well, no, that was because I had a morbid fascination with the traps. Like there used to be websites that were just entirely full of Saw traps and that kind of like style. And I don't know, I found it really, really interesting for a huge period of time. And then I watched the final Saw
it's
film and I
like-
was like, I'm fine, thank you. Actually, that was all. Yeah.
It was like, I mean, Saw traps are just like escape rooms with
Mm-hmm.
extreme penalties for loss.
Right?
That's all.
I think like a large amount of it. Oh god, I didn't sell my pumpkin.
It's okay, pumpkin. You
Dang.
can sell it tomorrow.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna have to sell it in the next episode, I think.
You better believe it. Bye.
Bye.